Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. A very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Are you feeling charitable? Then smash the subscribe button and the like button, and please do follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. Now, on Saturday night's live ping pong flick starring the awesome Chris Svensson, this happened.
I'm definitely going to be that. What Darkside corrupted Supergirl, and she's now frail. I know this is a wild theory, but Zach, anything can happen. That never crossed my mind. What if they, because it's not like the comics, right? It's adapted from the comics, but there are things that he can take apart and pull and put them together. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that, Dipto. I'm not opposed to that at all. What if they call her Grail? He took her, anti-lifed her, and, from thousands of years ago, took her. That was one of the sacrifices when Darkside Yuxas came around, and, that could have been it. And then he raised her as his own daughter and named her Grail, but it's freaking Kara Zor-El. Oh my God. I love that idea. Then it could be Sophia Boutella. Then that pulls together two things. Sophia Boutella was, people were theorizing because she was with the cast in London, and they took a picture together, that she could be Grail. Grail is Supergirl. Supergirl's Grail. Oh my God, I'm going to have to make a video of that. But thank you, so that blew my mind. That blew my mind. I am blown away. Okay.
Wow. What a theory. And who is this guy who come up with this theory? Let's have a look.
I'm definitely going to be that.
Right, yeah, here we are. His name is Sadipto Sanyel. I like to give people a shout out. Isn't it good to have fans instead of bitching over jealousy towards other fans, right? Actually to be thinking about the thing that we love. DC characters, the DCEU, Zack Snyder's, verse of these characters. So let's read what he's actually put onto Twitter. So this is what he's posted today. Okay, so I had a theory which I put casually in front of Chris Swan from Ping Pong Flicks. After his reaction, I thought a little more and came up with an interesting idea. Why did Darkseid attack Earth in the first place? Zack answered that he was searching for something that would make him unbeatable. In a later post, he wrote Darkseid was wiping enemies with anti-life equation. So why Earth? Maybe that had something to do with the empty Kryptonian pod from Man of Steel. From a long time, people have speculated about it being Kara Zor-El's pod, but Zack said that the pod was something more. Maybe Darkseid was after the pod because Kryptonians are the key to anti-life equation and might have wiped out Mars on his way to Earth. I have an interesting theory about that, by the way. That's why we see Martian Manhunter symbols on the walls of the mural. Interesting. And if that was indeed Kara, I think Darkseid corrupted her with AL and raised her anti-life equation and her as Grail. If Thanos can adopt Gamora, then what's wrong with Darkseid adopting Kara? He's really thought about this. And even if it isn't Kara Zor-El, I think that was some other Kryptonian who played a key role in the invasion of the Apocalyptans. And maybe this is why we hear Steppenwolf say there's no protectors here. No Kryptonian. Interesting. Because how would they know about Superman? Although Darkseid and Steppenwolf would have intel, of course. Or I may be thinking too much. I don't know. I don't think you're thinking too much. And it's nothing wrong, mate, with thinking. Thinking solves the world's problems. This is brilliant. So how about this? What if he's right and Kara is under the influence of the anti-life equation and the Darkseid raised Kara, right? I think it's a very interesting theory, right? I've got another theory about Kara. What if it's Jenny from the Daily Planet? Think about it. Just think about it. Now, Zack's never teased Jenny being involved with his Justice League, but maybe that's too much of a spoiler. Maybe this film is 4 hours long, so there's a lot going on here, right? So what if Jenny is actually Kara? What if Jenny was the small girl that Cal was holding on to in the tornado flashback in Man of Steel? Could that be Jenny Olsen? Well, actually, it was rumored she was Jenny Olsen instead of Jimmy Olsen, but that never came to fruition, maybe because fans lost their crap about it. Who knows? So that's my theory. Now, here's my little Martian Manhunter theory. If Darkseid actually destroyed Mars on his way to Earth, and obviously John Jones survived, maybe he went to Earth knowing that Darkseid is on his way, and he's been waiting for him for all this time. Now, we know that Euxis originally invaded Earth, a long time ago, before what's happening in Zack Snyder's Justice League, that's the history lesson. That's what in Zack Snyder's Justice League, there's a big history lesson, not the miniature crap Whedon did in Justice League, but something like what we got, the kind of prequel thing we got in the Fellowship of the Rings, the first Lord of the Rings movie by the brilliant Peter Jackson. And so, in this history lesson, at the beginning of this film, and it's supposed to be narrated and everything, maybe we will see that. We will see that history lesson for sure. But maybe, I do like this theory, and I'm not saying it's not true, but my theory is that maybe Supergirl, Kara Zor-El, is actually Jenny. And how awesome would it be if Jenny is the little girl that Clark is holding in the tornado sequence? And what if John Jones has been on Earth, and that's why he has blended in with the military, so he's ready to get revenge on Darkseid? Comment down below, like, share and subscribe, and let me know what you think of all these theories. I'm loving this. Bring on Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2021. I'll see you again soon.